And welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show with your host, Gary Brodsky. Big night tonight planned. Everybody shuffling in one at a time. I don't care. You can always catch these on YouTube. Give them likes because I like them. Now I'm going to talk about a subject that you didn't expect tonight. And if you're on the mailing list, which is GaryBrodsky.com, you can go and sign up there. If you're not on it, at any time you get a free ebook. Plus, you've got an email tonight, which is that important. It's about unclean spirits. Now, what do I mean by unclean spirits? Well, just look at anybody's life. Most people, not all, most. They're plagued by the same misfortune over and over and over again. People have mental problems, stress, you name it. You can call somebody back 3 years. You're going to hear, I still have this is going on. I still can't get my finances straight. In every area of the life that you lead, you will find there is something that is not being addressed by anyone called unclean spirits. It's not only in the Bible, it's in 1,000 plus cultures that has ever existed. Every culture that has existed has always had at one time a way to get rid of unclean spirits, knew they existed, and it is mentioned in the Bible several times. They walk among us, and yes, they don't possess you, but they go inside of you. It'll be explained tomorrow night in a big webinar coming up called Unclean Spirits, how to get rid of them. So you might want to check that out at GaryBrodsky.com. You'll see a thing on a drop-down menu that says webinars, and sign up. Because too many times, the same person that I spoke to 20 years ago who had headaches and this, thought they were dying, still has that. Why? Because the unclean spirits feed off of your fear, your negative response, and your suffering. And it's about time somebody address them. And I'm the only one I think that's even thought about this in maybe the last 80 years. And that's why you see so many people suffering with the same thing. Now, I am going to knock psychiatrists, psychologists, and I know I have some friends out there that are them. I know you're doing the best you can with the best tools you know how. Okay? But your stuff doesn't work. And it's not because of you. I know people, I'm going to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Do they help you? Well, I'm not really sure. They may have, I think. And a psychiatrist, the same deal. They're on medication now. So many people are on medication today. It's insane. Lexapro, that, you name it, they're on it. Why? Unclean spirits. Interesting. How many viewers are dropping if I talk about something like this? And I'll tell you why. Because the unclean spirits that are inside you can't take this shit and don't want you out of it. And let's check. Hey, my old friend James, how are you? At least you're here. Partially. Wow, this is a big one. I'm talking about it right now. And his question is about, that's a good one, I like this, multiple women. Men who have multiple relationships. My older friend, this is great, okay? Everybody pay attention here. My older friend is involved in organized crime. I didn't mean to say that, but you wrote that. We are in other countries, so it's okay. And has always had 4 to 5 girlfriends. They all know about the other girls. One friend in particular has a wife and 3 kids. Okay, it's a long question. But multiple girlfriends are actually normal. Today, nothing seems normal. But years ago, it was like, do you remember? I mean, I don't know if you're that old. Probably not. But if you look at the old movies with teenagers, they always were saying, well, won't you go steady with me? The girl want the guy to go steady with her. Because it was natural and normal for guys to have multiple girlfriends. It was a way of life. High School Confidential, all those old songs. Bye Bye Birdie about, she just wants this guy to go steady with him. Now, The guys are lucky if they have one girlfriend. Again, back to how un-alpha society has become. You know, guys go out on 2 dates if they have a girlfriend. Guys have devalued themselves so bad to the point of they're a disgrace unto themselves and I believe unto God. Now, yeah, that was a good question. Because guys have changed. There was one time multiple girlfriends were completely normal to have. So, yeah, women will compete with each other for you. But yeah, one time guys were alpha enough to have more than one girlfriend. Hey, if you don't like it, take a walk. Guys had value. Guys have no value on themselves today. Society has brainwashed men to think they're valueless. They treat kids in school, male kids, like they're just a bad version of a girl. This whole female empowerment thing, it's all satanic stuff. And that's why I have that webinar tomorrow on unclean spirits. When I mentioned that, 5, 10 views just dropped the hell off. It's interesting. Oh, well, let's see if anybody out there has some questions. Gary Brodsky123 at AOL.com. And James, use the email. It gets to me a lot faster. I don't know how to work Facebook. I know how to throw up posts, and I have somebody who occasionally works it for me. But social media is not my big thing. I call it Fembook, but you know, I don't know, again, what so many people look like on Facebook, but I know what their cats look like, which I'm waiting for more views to pop in. I'm talking about this whole big cat lion thing. You know, I see grown people crying about this lion and not crying about people who are dying in ridiculous, stupid wars or, you know, just worship of animals or cats above people. That's what brought Egypt down. It's like nobody cares about people anymore. It's sad. You know, I'm going to get fried for this, but big deal. A guy shot a lion. Right now, people are shooting each other. That bothers me. Okay, Chris in the house. Hi, Chris. Don't worry about it. We got tomorrow, right? Thank you, Chris. Nice email. Yeah, I was talking about unclean spirits, how people have repetitive behavior, and it's really a science unto itself that only exists since the beginning of recorded history. But on that note, I'm going to have some soda. Soda and cigarettes. How do I get these muscles? Yeah, soda and cigarettes, okay? Unclean, clean mind, okay? It's not what you eat, it's what you think. People just really are in a sad shape today. And if I have to go out in the street and start preaching, I will do that. I just hear voices in my head. Somebody's going, do you know what soda does to you? Yeah, it refreshes me. I love soda. But you know that they ban soda in schools? You can't buy no more soda machine in school? Because it's bad for you. They know it's good for you. You have no choice in your life. There used to be something before political correctness called freedom of speech. All right, let's get some questions in. Gary Brodsky123 at AOL.com. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Time to light a cigarette, that's what it says. I had like 10 of my good Zippo lighters here. Don't know where they went. Where could they go? Then they all turn up. So this is going to be a short show tonight. But I need some questions, and I got some answers. Because people usually join in about 11:30. Hey, now, can you start all over again? No, I'm not going to do that. But let's talk about the war on alphas, because that war is going on every day, day and night, and even some overtime. They don't want alpha guys out there. And you can see they, and there is a they, believe me, I used to work for them, I know, are winning. Look what guys have become. It's a laughing stock. It's a joke. And at the same time, it's very sad. I tell people the autism rate, which is actually true, has gone up 70,000. Okay, this is the number, 70,000 since 1992. And you know what they call me? A conspiracy theorist. Now, here's another one. There's Gardasil. You've heard of that? I'm letting everything out there. I'm not holding back anymore. I don't care. I don't care. People are afraid to speak. I will speak. Do you know what the test with Gardasil, and you can check this out, this is public information here, was done for? How they did the test to see if it was safe? They used the placebo to see if it was safe. And this is what they're doing to people. That's what concerns me. I have done that. It's one of the things that I do. People who shouldn't drink soda just take it and splash in their crotch. You shouldn't piss in your pants. And it really just, now, goddamn, I'm getting it for assault or whatever. I haven't done that in a while. But let's, oh, this is good. All right. Speaking of soda and cigarettes, what do you think of this new vegan trend? It seems like every man and his dog has stopped eating meat and dairy. I know a lot of these GMO products are meant to be bad for you. It's sad. It's sad. You know, it really is. I'm glad you brought that up. You know, you see a guy, how you doing? It's like this, you know, they really, like, they look so fucked up. I'm a vegan. First of all, I didn't know what a vegan was. They're like from outer space. They don't eat anything. They won't leather shoes or anything. You know, I am a, yeah, I go by the book, and I mean the book, the Bible. Man was given dominion over the animals. Sorry if that pisses off the vegans and all those animal rights activists. No, I don't think animals should be tortured. Funny story about that. I think it was in 7th grade. They started doing psychological screening on people in school. This is in Brooklyn. And the teacher goes, does anybody here torture small animals? Then my brother Palehead, he always had like, he wasn't a wisecracker. He just would ask like ridiculously intelligent questions. He goes, this is Brooklyn. We're going to find small animals. And he looks at it, you know, you're right. You know, if you saw a squirrel in Brooklyn, like, wow, look at that. Where the hell you get small? You know, does anybody here torture small animals? No, I torture the large ones, okay? But that's when it started. It started when I was in school. We went from like having a normal school in Louisiana. We met outside, and well, thank you. But now, guys are vegans. I see guys in flip-flops and shorts with a button-down shirt. I mean, this guy's getting laid. Not tonight. Not unless he goes to, you know, special arrangements, whatever it's called, and pays $10,000. Then maybe. I am doing a book on that. That's going to blow some minds. But so anyway, as anybody can see, I just want to say I am in good shape because I know how to work out. I know how to think right. And I still need some work. Believe me, I'm not perfect. I am so far from perfect, it doesn't matter. But you got to do something, and I have an audio, do something every day to improve yourself. Most people don't. A rut and a grave are the same thing. The only thing different is the depth. Okay, stupid questions I'm not going to answer tonight. Yeah, what the hell? Send in some more. And then you see these dating coaches. And my friend Dan, I hope he's here. I'm going to actually get him on the phone because he can imitate their voices so perfectly. Dan, if you're out there, chime in. They're all like, well, you know what I mean? They don't talk about passion, fire, romance, the things that dates are supposed to be. Not, and I go into a club and I scored a girl. Fuck that. Get some life into your dates. Get some life into your life. All right. Yes. My Amazon.com stuff is just shipped. Be delivered Tuesday. And they will deliver Tuesday. I know I can learn from them. But regardless, back to the occult stuff. I use every occult device known. I'm not talking about just discovered. New Age to me is bullshit. But I use every occult device known to cast out evil spirits. And they work. But there's plenty of stuff before the occult that people had, and they used it, and people were more normal back then. Look at a black and white movie. It's like people had passion in their lives, drive, ambition, love, desire, power. Big boss sitting behind the chair with a cigar in his mouth. Yeah, here's how we're going to do things my way. See? You don't see that today. It's like you hear this, I'm the CEO of a corporation. So many guys from, Everybody's a martial artist today. There are some good martial artists out there, but they have some really bad schools. Fortunately, I found the right guy because he watches the show. That's why I gotta say that. Now, in reality, just guys have given up on being guys. Guy stuff. Years ago, do you remember this? I have old comic books. I don't read comics, but I've read them a lot. I actually like comics, but I like to look at the ads because they have BB guns, knives, fishing equipments, stuff geared for men. Now, what do they have? Electronics, tech stuff only. The saddest thing is that I don't see kids playing anymore in their gender. In other words, you don't see girls pushing a little baby carriage around or guys playing cowboys and Indians. Oh, I forgot. That's not politically correct. My mistake. We have no more gender. And that is so satanic. But I got a new question, and I'll have a new answer, hopefully. Vegas and other jerk-offs. I like that. That is a great... I use that as a title for a book. It pisses me off seeing these fucking jerk-offs wearing flip-flops. I have seen women go out in public wearing PJs. It's fucking stupid. More so is when men fucking wear PJs and they're out in public. I want to go up to one jerk and say, please put on some fucking pants. Show some self-respect. Excellent point. Guys do not dress like guys anymore. Women don't care what they look like. It's just people have no pride. And I know pride goes before a fall, but self-respect is a whole other story. That's gone. It's almost gone from the human vocabulary. Show some self-respect when I was a kid. I used to get hit for just in case. Have you get that from your parents? Now it's quiet time. I'm so insane, I'm sane. Just being funny here. What the hell? You got stupid questions? I want them now. I got great answers to stupid questions tonight. Really good. I enjoy being stupid and silly. And here's a great pickup technique. If you're silly and, act a little crazy around women, you know what you're giving them? The license to act crazy around you. And as we all know, women are a little bit crazy. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Women are crazy. That's why I love them. See, the biggest thing missing with the other guys, who I call the other guys, and I'm using the word guys generously here, is they don't love women. That's a big, why pick up women? Why go out if you don't love women? You gotta love them and all their craziness, their fits, their mood swings. But don't join them in that. guys will join them in that and become, when a woman starts giving you shit, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, they all do that. It's universal. And you start saying, but why? You have just lost. You have just lost the woman, and you're going to lose the battle. If you can learn to stay silent, the Miranda rights, anything you say can and will be used against you. That should be used for women too. When you meet a woman, hi, I'm a woman, nice to meet you. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Okay, let's get some questions. This is getting dull here. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. That's how you get your questions in. But do something every day to improve yourself. I don't care if it's 10 push-ups every other day. If you do them every day, you ain't gonna get shit. You gotta let your muscles recover. If you don't know how to work out, you don't know how to shoot a gun, and you don't know how to throw a punch, you're a woman, okay? End of story. But I noticed there's more beta sites up there on how to meet women. I gotta tell this to everybody who's out there who listens to these other guys. I know everybody makes fun of them now, but their big thing is clubs. Clubs. Women are everywhere. What the hell's with this club shit? I have a club downstairs. I should have brought it up, but I'll bring it up next week. So it's a really nice club. But my guarantee here, if for any reason whatsoever, any of my audio tapes or products did not get you laid, parlayed, relayed, within 30 days, your money back plus the knife to cut it off with. And no more emails about how you can buy the knife, okay? This has been in my family for years. I learned that. The thumb spin. Politically incorrect, of course. But that's... anything you say is politically incorrect. And I want to talk about something else as soon as a few more people pop on. If they don't, I'm not going to talk about it. Wait, do that. I'll talk about it anyway. This whole election thing is getting really interesting. Donald Trump is saying this one is saying that. It's all a show, okay? It is all a show put on just to keep you interested. Are you not entertained? We're back to bread and circuses, and now it's in the political arena. And that's what they call it, the political arena. They give it away up front. The arena where people are entertained. Muse means to think. Amuse, like atypical, means not to think. When you're being amused, you're not thinking. Wow, lots of questions coming in. And I will get to them. And I forgot what I was going to say, so I'll get to them right now. Where is the site and the link for the Sunday show? It's on my Facebook. How can you ask a question? I don't know how to answer. This guy's watching show wants to know where the link is. I should put that up on, yeah. I don't announce this show. I don't promote it because I don't know why. But here's the interesting thing about passion. Not only does passion seem to be a dying art. I like how you put these really good words. Thank you. But showing any passion seems to scare the shit out of most people now. Absolutely true. My question about that is, what the fuck? Some women I have dated in the past do not even seem to have passion for anything. Not alive, just merely existing. You just explain the world in one sentence. Of course, I couldn't do second dates with these women because they're just so fucking boring. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to say this again, and if people want to leave the show, leave. They are possessed by unclean spirits. They're suffering inside. They can't get close. They can't enjoy life. And the spirit inside of them is getting off on that. And I've met a lot of women like that too. Seriously, it's sad. Men as well, of course. The whole human race is affected. But no passion, no lust for life. You can put on an old romantic movie, and some of them are really good, to a bunch of young people, and guess what? They don't have the brain receptors to even understand it. Women are not as badly affected. It's a blood-brain barrier. That doesn't affect women as badly. Reality. You find very little autistic women or special needs girls. It's mostly affecting men. But the drugging of people, which is predicted by Aldous Huxley in Brave New World, and again also in, I believe, 1984, is I'd like to meet a woman that's not on any antidepressants. Well, yeah, and that's rare, very rare. They say it's 28%. My research has found it's like 70%. And are we really that miserable? No. There is a spirit inside of us that is not a nice spirit saying, yeah, you're miserable. I'm getting off of it. I'm going to live inside of you. And it's talked about in every prophecy from every religion, from every culture that's existed. And I'm going to keep going on with this. I don't care if there's nobody on this show. I'll talk to myself. I feel like I'm in Dangerfield for a second. I don't know why. But, yeah. And that's why that webinar tomorrow is that important. GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu, webinar, Unclean Spirits, because that is affecting everybody's life. And I'll tell you how they get in and how to kick them the fuck out. Because I would tell you right now, but I'm not allowed to preach on these shows or they'll cut me off. My account is right now on the line of being in jeopardy. Just in case you don't see me, you'll know they got me. Okay. Lots of girls like the t-shirt look. Girls like guys with nice bodies. Guys like girls with nice bodies. But guys don't like girls with men's haircuts. Okay? So for all the women who are chiming in here, stop with the men's haircuts. To salute to everybody. All right, time for a cigarette again. I'll use a match this time. Remember this one? I make bad burn twice. It's sticky with that. Guys used to play like guys. Hey guys, quit roughhousing out there. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Not now. Not now. You can't ride a big wheel, which is like this high off the ground, without a helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, next to the armor. And it's not there because they give a shit. It's there because they want you to be afraid. And fear controls people. And they have it inside of us. That's the unclean spirit. The fear that's inside of all of us. And believe me, I had some problems. I went to a psychiatrist. And this is for real. I went to a psychologist first. The guy had great intentions, good man. Couldn't do shit. Went to a psychiatrist. He said, hey, why don't I addicted to these drugs? That'll help. And then the meetings were like 12 minutes. Hi, how you feeling? Fine. Here. Here's a prescription. Here's $300. Have a nice day. Very quick $300. And I realized, you know something? I don't feel any fucking better. This is many, many, many years back. We're talking about like my teenage years. I went to a reverend. I feel fine. A real reverend. You don't find too many of those these days. But here's what I was thinking about earlier. I was speaking to a reverend today. A very real reverend. You know how you know they're real? They don't have to preach anymore. Right there, you know. And he says, if you said how to give somebody any advice, how to avoid unclean spirits, one thing, what would you tell them? It was like one of these, one thing, what would you tell them? What would you tell them? What would you tell them to get rid of the unclean spirits? What? Tell them, take the television, throw it out the window. There is so much, and I'm recovering on this on the webinar, programming on television, and you're the one being programmed. The show is just to keep you busy watching. Well, they work on your brain, and when your brain's open, the spirits come in. Yeah, I'm just thinking about years ago, the Halloween parties, We used to have in the cemetery with girls with passion, with making out, laughing and fun, beach parties all night long. You don't see that, and you're probably not going to see that again unless you step up and start doing it. This would be a beach party today. First of all, you can't start a fight on the beach because it's probably against the law in your town or your area. In fact, this beach closes at 8 o'clock. I don't even know how they do that. When they take the water away? This will be everybody. This is what people do all day. They sit there and they look at their phone. And you wonder where their passion is? I spoke to one guy today. And I said to him, so, hey, I heard you're dating a girl. I said, that's great. He goes, yeah, but it's a video Skype date. I said, that's not really a date. That's a goddamn joke and it's an insult. Well, that's the only way she'll see me. Now, there's a very easy way. Shut your goddamn Skype off and ignore her. But now a guy thinks it's a girlfriend if he has a Skype girl. How much worse is this going to get? No. Let me rephrase that question. How much worse are we going to let it get? I think my dentist is watching. Nice teeth, right? Look at the old stuff. My teeth are all fucked up. I believe martial arts was created for one reason, to keep dentists in business. Yeah, the girls are a lot hitting this thing up. Guess, of course, the guys. Girls saying nice shirt, nice arms. I hear this all the time. I should. I work in it all, maybe 40 minutes a week, maybe an hour combined. I don't believe in overtraining. Halloween. Is it me? It's you. Okay, next question. Is it me? Are people getting more and more and more lame with Halloween? People used to dress up as scary monsters now. Even adults are dressing up as children's characters. Great point. It's called the childing of America. And that is not only a theory, but I have a friend who's a major in Air Force intelligence who wants to do a show with me on the childing of America because he works on it. And it's insane that people are actually doing it. But you see grown men with the baseball or some jersey on. Men don't look like men anymore. In my business, I basically am a writer by trade. So a lot of times you can't reach me by phone. I'm writing. That's what writers do. Okay, in case you don't know that. But I sometimes just want to put on a suit and tie. Just to go out there and dress like a man. But men do not know how to be men anymore. And bigger than that, and worse, is women don't know how to be women anymore. And that is their agenda. And if you follow their agenda, you are following Satan. Even if Satan does not exist, which he does, they believe he exists, and they believe that, it doesn't matter. If somebody believes that this is telling them to kill you, and they're killing you, he better watch out and know how to play this thing very well. That's why I have a cult force. If they're using that stuff on you, you better know how to deal with it to use it back on them. So check out occultforce.com. Well, thank you again. A lot of compliments tonight. Why not? Compliments cost nothing, and they mean so much. They cost nothing. Because I am just so tired of hearing the same arguments. And even myself, I get in the same situations, and I know it is spiritual in nature. Everything is. People become not only passionless, but spiritualists. We are spiritually bankrupt. And what happens after that? We become bankrupt in every other way possible. So I hope it makes some sense here tonight. I had a bunch of notes. I don't know where I put them. But that's okay. I'll find it for next week. Dr. Alpha just chimed in. Good evening, Dr. Alpha. How you doing? Good. Well, he has 4 minutes, guy's Alpha. He don't play games. I can't believe some fucking jerk thinks he's got a girlfriend just because he talks to a girl on Skype. She's only his girlfriend because if he's fucking her, know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But the sad saying, which became true with dating, is even a drowning man will grasp the end of a sword. And right now, we got a lot of men drowning and a lot of swords out there. Okay, yeah, I know. I was looking up sleeping pills. I have no problem sleeping, but I'm just curious because everybody knows I'm some sort of sleeping pill. When I go to the drugstore, I say, hey, Zoloft's on special this week, Paxil. I know a lot about psychopharmacology. I do study a lot of things. And they're basically there to rob your soul. You want to know how your soul gets robbed? That's your ticket. And I'm just curious about some sleeping pills on sale. Of course, you need a prescription. You just go, hey, this is on sale, take 3 bottles. And it said one of the side effects may be drowsy and coma. Yes, it really puts you to sleep, huh? And so if you experience coma, please call this phone number. Yeah, who the fuck writes this shit? But that's pretty much it. Let's get into some questions. They talk about this whole new culture now. This rape culture, male privilege, you name it, they'll set you aside. Divided, we are going to fall. We are so divided. And if you listen to songs from the 60s, 70s, and early 80s, it was all about love songs, and I'll treat you right, and I'll be the greatest guy ever. Doesn't sound like rape culture to me. But they say it enough times, you're going to believe it. And that goes for men, women, children, beasts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right. Share a cigarette, you guys and ladies. And then, who knows? But get some questions in here. It's something I feel like you can go on for hours and hours and hours. But I did a webinar this week. If you missed it, it went 5 hours. It was that good. Because what I can say on a webinar, I cannot say in public forum. This is a public forum. They give you a checklist before you get on. You can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say. Pretty much just says you can't say anything. Just sit there. Oh, sleeping pills. Hi, Gary. If I woke from a coma taking sleeping pills, hopefully the first thought is, how long is it out? Not, oh shit, I gotta call the pharmacist. If I was in a coma, on a serious note, I'm taking a B3 supplement before bed works, especially in winter. Well, B3 is the real stuff. They're trying to ban the real stuff. I'll tell you what knocked me out. I took Benadryl once. I couldn't even do the show. The over-the-counter shit, that beats the real stuff. Okay, talking about, no, actually, if you look up Black Child Productions, okay, most people, if not all, in show business are using the occult. Now, you could use it to make it work without selling your soul. That's an art, and I know that art. Or you can sell your soul and live miserably. That's the big devil's trick, is to get you to sell your soul and you get everything you want and you don't enjoy 5 minutes of it. And I see it happening all the time. Go to my Facebook. Look how many celebrities on there. Not because I'm a fan of them, because they call me up and go, I can't sleep at night. There's demons after me. Because you get in that deep, there's demons after you. So, some are doing great. I don't hear from them. But I have done some rituals for people on for show business, and I regret doing some of the stuff I did. And they became big hits, and not a moment's peace. And I've done it in a very benevolent way. Takes a little longer, and they're happy. All right, come on, let's get some questions in here. There's 2 more hit sites up on the why my stuff works. That's why. If you're not throwing any fire, if you don't have any enemies out there, I hate to say you're not making any impact. And one of them is about, and this is kind of funny, girls do not like guys with muscles. And I'm thinking to myself, what guy gives a fuck what they like? It's what you like that counts, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. I'm not going to listen to what some fat skank posts up at some goddamn, new Facebook thing about, it's funny. It's 30-something years since I've done comic books, and they're still talking about my comic books being sexist. I mean, people just stay in the same place. Why? You know the answer. But we're going to pull people out of that. Okay, I'm going to have one more cigarette, one more soda, and then I'm going to go. Where I'm going to go, I ain't telling anybody, okay? And now this new thing with transgender. It's funny. All right, last question. Seriously. If the cigarette burns out, the show is over. Oh, come on, get in a question here. Why? Because I don't feel like thinking tonight. All right. Jay's making the show tonight. Astral projection. Glad you mentioned that. No, it's not evil. People have so much potential. It is scary, and even to myself, that we do not live up to our potential anymore because, again, we are beaten back by, and here goes, watch people drop now, unclean spirits and possessions. Dr. Alfred is confused. We got to help him out here. I'm confused. Girls don't like guys with muscles. Tell that to all the women who have fucked recently. I have the list. My damn phone keeps ringing. Oh shit, gotta go. That's the cute redhead. Renee, who wants me to come over, if you know what I mean. Exactly. Whatever they say on the mainstream news, do the opposite. That's probably the best advice I can give anybody tonight. Whatever they say to do, don't do. They have attacked everything. Think about this. At one time, eggs, they'll kill you. Bacon, dead. You can't have coffee. That'll kill you. I didn't know until I grew up, and my mother was trying to kill me every morning. There has not been a food. Cholesterol, I think, is a bunch of bullshit. Now, I will go up and say I am not a doctor because I have to say that. But I've also never been to a doctor, except when I was younger, and very few times. Every time I've been to a doctor, I come out worse. And if I die tomorrow, I am ahead of everybody. Guys now are like, all I talk about is, and this must make a date really fascinating, their colonoscopy, their GPA count. I don't even know the stuff they're talking about. Because it's all in here. I guarantee if you have resentment, you're going to get cancer. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. And if somebody insults you and you take the insult in, you're going to get a cold. It's funny because where do I get my information? I make it up. No, that's not true. I read a lot of the old classic books, and you never hear people mentioning cancer or colds or flus. All this stuff has been induced by a great conspiracy to destroy people, to weaken people, to weaken their immune system. People in the gym, they ask me, what's your diet? Because I'm in fairly good shape. I tell them basically the drive-through soda, cigarettes, Nathan's Franks, you got with the fries with a ton of salt in it. You're joking, right? No. But I eat this, I eat that, I eat that. How come I don't have any muscles? Because your mind ain't there. Schwarzenegger said this, and Muhammad Ali said this. It's more spiritual than it is physical, which I'll be discussing tomorrow night. Of course, if you watch this on YouTube, you sort of missed it, so you can't do anything about that. Okay, come on. The cigarette's still burning. Let's get a last question in. Oh, the show is flying fast, even though I lost my notes. All right, sorry, I misplaced them. You got to watch what you say because your subconscious mind is going to record it. Watch this, okay? Here's an interesting study for you to watch. When you hear people saying, I'm pulling hair out of my head, I'm pulling hair out of my head, they say it enough, they start to go bald. So I go the Mo way, I pull hair out of other people's heads. That's cute. The girl that has some cute comments like, girls are still women. Men are not men anymore. There are those deadpan girls out there because there's no alphas to respond to. So they're starved, and when they starve, when people are starving, they don't act exactly, the way they're supposed to. And you're right, if you show passion today, and you show desire and love of life, scare the fuck out of people. Oh, that'd be great if you tuned in tomorrow. And I'm free after tomorrow. I've been on summer schedule, which I really don't like. I like the shorter days and the longer nights. That's just my personal preference. To me, the beach is like going to the desert, except there's really pretty girls there. It's like it's dying in the heat. You go in the water to cool off. It's like the desert with a cooler. But there are pretty girls out there, and you know something? Go to the beach. I don't care where you live. You'll see girls and very few guys. And if you see the guys, they're not with the girls. Kind of scary, isn't it? Okay, I guess that pretty much wraps things up for tonight. Don't forget, go to YouTube, go to all my videos. Up, 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 thumbs up. Why? I don't know. I don't even care. But I know that there are some people out there who I don't like that just like to put the thumbs down. And my Gregorian chant to end the show. Bless you all. Good things. Life. Evil spirits gone. GaryBrodsky.com. Be there. See you guys tomorrow at the webinar. And if you're not there, still, everything on there works. On that, good night. Thank you.